Welcome everyone to episode 158 of EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. The patrons have reached out to me. We have chosen our 8 players to be a part of our first ever EDHCC Patron exclusive tournament. We'll be starting our filming next month, and I am so excited. And by the way, to clarify for our patrons who don't live here in Montreal, Canada, I'm getting your representatives ready and letting them build your deck techs and generals that you've sent to me as close as possible to your style. I can't wait to kick off the festivities soon. But for today, let's check out more generals from the new Commander Legends set that just came out and check out those opening hands. First, in this corner, with an opening hand of a Mountain, Swamp, Thought Vessel, Sword of the Animist, Grave Pact, Necrotal, Opposition Agent, and his Rakdos partner Planeswalker commanders, Jeska Thrice Reborn, and Tevesh Szat Doom of Fools. He is yours truly, the host, BT. Next, in this corner, with an opening hand of a Forest, Vivid Meadow, Frozen Verge, Birds of Paradise, Garruk Wildspeaker, Moment's Peace, Mirari's Wake, and her Selesnya style general Lathiel, the Bounteous Dawn. She is the Prodigy. This is Emma. I won the dice roll to start us off, so let's begin this Commander Legends card fight. For our first turns, I play a Swamp, while Emma plays a Forest and casts good old bop Birds of Paradise. I play a Mountain and cast Thought Vessel, while Emma plays a tapped Frozen Verge and casts Nature's Lore to grab a Forest from her deck into play. I play a Mountain and pass. Emma plays a tapped Vivid Meadow with 2 counters on it and sacks her Verge, to which I respond by flashing in the dreaded Opposition Agent. As a result, I control Emma's search and grab 2 of her Selesnya dual lands and exile them, much to her extreme disgust, before she passes, staring daggers into my eyes. For my turn, I play Emma's Canopy Vista from exile, thanks to my agent. Then I cast one of my generals, Tevesh Szat. I use its +2 effect to gain 2 Thrall tokens before passing. Emma plays a Plains and casts Garruk Wildspeaker. She uses its +1 effect to untap 2 lands and passes. I play Emma's Temple Garden untapped, taking 2 damage. Then I use my general's +1 effect to sacrifice a Thrall token and draw 2 cards. Then I cast Sword of the Animist, which I then equip to my agent. Next I move into combat and attack Garruk with said agent. Emma immediately of course says no with Moment's Peace. But at the very least, I get a free basic land from my deck into play tapped thanks to my sword's trigger before passing. For Emma's turn, she casts her general, Lathiel. Then she uses Garruk's +1 effect to untap 2 lands once more, and passes. I play a Mountain, then I move into combat and once again try to attack Garruk. My sword's trigger allows me to also get a basic land from my deck into play tapped. However, Emma flashes back Moment's Peace to protect Garruk once more. so we move to my second main phase, during which time I cast Ghoul Caller Gisa, and then use Tevesh's +2 effect to make 2 more Thrall tokens before passing. Emma starts her turn off by casting Mirari's Wake to double her mana. Then she uses Garruk's +1 to untap 2 of her lands. She wastes no time in using the double mana to help her cast Wall of Reverence, and passes. During her end step, she first uses her Walls trigger, targeting her general, and gains 3 life, which is equal to its power. She stacks her general's trigger after this, and since she gained 3 life this turn, she distributes 3 counters to her other creatures, 2 to her wall, and 1 to her bop, before passing. I play a mountain and cast Grave Betrayal. Then I use Tevesh's +1 to sack a Thrall, to draw 2 more cards, and pass. Emma starts her turn by casting Speaker of the Heavens, followed by Academy Rector. Then she uses Garruk's +1 again to untap 2 lands. Next she casts Elspeth Tirel. She uses its plus effect to gain 5 life, equal to the number of creatures she has in play. Then she passes. During her end step, her wall triggers once more, targeting her general, gaining it another 3 life, and next, via her Lathiel's effect, as she's gained 8 life this turn, she gets to place 8 +1/+1 counters amongst her other creatures. She chooses to place all of them on her speaker, making it a 10-10. Oh snap. I play a swamp and cast Grave Pact. Then I use Tevesh's +1 effect to sacrifice a Thrall to draw 2 cards. This triggers my pact, making Emma sacrifice a creature. She chooses to surprisingly sacrifice her Academy Rector and exiles it, not wanting it to come back via Grave Betrayal. But I remind her that my opposition agent is still in play, and therefore I'm the one who gets to control her search and exile the card. Therefore, I exile True Conviction from her deck. Next, I cast Merciless Executioner. Its trigger makes us each sacrifice a creature, although thanks to Grave Pact, Emma's forced to sack a second one. Then I cast a tapped Nevinyrral's Disc, and pass. During the end step, Emma's Bop returns to play under my control via Grave Betrayal with a +1/+1 counter on it, and also becomes a zombie. So what do we call it now? Is it zombie birds of paradise? Birds of zombified anyway, moving on. For Emma's turn, she uses Garruk's -4 to give her creatures Overrun, being +3/+3 and Trample this turn. She then moves into combat and attacks me with her 13/13 Trampling Lifelink Speaker. I choose not to block as I want to keep my creatures for sack outlets, and take 13 damage while Emma gains 13 life. In her second main phase, she floats 8 mana and proceeds to somewhat shockingly use Elspeth's ultimate -5 effect to board wipe all non-land permanents except herself and tokens. I also forget I shouldn't have lost my Thralls here, but oh well. After the board wipe, she uses her saved mana to recast her general and passes. Off topic, by the way, I know I lost Grave Betrayal to Emma's board wipe, but I think I should have still gained possession of her 2 creatures during the end step, no? Or does the betrayal need to remain on the field till the end phase to resolve the delayed effect? Let me know in the comments, please. Appreciate you. I play Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth and cast Phyrexian Arena, followed by Emma's Exiled True Conviction. Then I cast Cabal Ritual, and as I have Threshold, being 7 or more cards in my graveyard, I gain 5 black mana instead of 3, which I use to cast Bloodgive Demon, before passing. For Emma's turn, she casts Return to Dust, exiling both enchantments, stating that there's no way she'll allow her deck to give me any more perks. Next, she uses Elspeth's +2 effect to gain a life equal to her creatures in play, and passes, unable to use Lathiel's effect as it only works on other creatures. During my upkeep, I lose a life to my demon to draw an extra card. Then I cast Diabolic Tutor to tutor a card from my deck to my hand. Next I cast Dark Ritual to gain 3 mana, which I use to help cast Wound Reflection. Followed by my other general, Jeska Thrice Reborn. Then I move into combat and take out Elspeth with my Flying Demon and pass the turn. Emma starts her turn by casting Chalice of Life and taps it to immediately gain a life. And as she has way over 50 life at this point, the Chalice transforms into Chalice of Death. Then she moves into combat and attacks me with Lathiel for 2. She gains 2 life thanks to its lifelink effect, and passes. During my upkeep, I lose a life to my demon once more to draw an extra card. Then I cast Necrotol. With its ETB, I get to destroy Emma's general. Then I use Jeska's 0 ability and target my demon, granting it a triple combat damage ability until the end of the turn. Next I recast Tevesh Szat and use its +2 effect to make 2 more Thrall tokens. Then I move into combat and attack Emma with said demon, dealing 15 damage. Then I pass, and during the end step, Wound Reflection kicks in, and Emma takes another 15 damage, which would normally be painful if she hadn't gained so much life beforehand. Emma finally gets a new land in the form of a Plains, and casts Ageless Entity. Then she taps her Chalice and deals me 5 damage, and passes. During my upkeep, I once again lose a life to my demon to draw an extra card. Then I cast Exquisite Blood, which makes Emma say, "Really? Hashtag all my hard work." Next I cast Grey Merchant of Asphodel. With aka Gary's ETB, I drain life Emma from my devotion to black, which in this case is 9. But I gain 18 total life thanks to my Exquisite Blood's effect. Then I use Jeska's 0 ability on my demon once more and move into combat. I attack Emma with my Bloodgive Demon, and she takes 15 damage once more as I gain 15 life. From there, we know Wound Reflection will deal 23 damage to Emma when my turn comes to an end, which will in turn give me the win. Emma had a really good thing going on at first. Her Lathiel was handing out counters like Trick or Treat Halloween. I mean, how many games of EDH have you seen a 10-10 Speaker of the Heavens in play? If she had some more draw power and was able to keep up those removal spells on me, I think she would have been able to stabilize. Also, if she had used her Karuk Wildspeaker to make some beast tokens, I think she would have had some more creatures to give some counters to be able to start her beatdown on me. Also, Wound Reflection is OP and everyone knows it. Enough said. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoy our content, consider becoming a patron. Give you access to some sweet extras like bonus entries in our giveaways, entries into our EDHCC patron exclusive tournaments, your chosen nickname in the credits as part of the EDHCC club, and so much more. Also, as we're getting into the holidays and it's nearly almost my birthday, one gift I'd appreciate from you all would be to help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay warm, and keep on card gaming. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you're a fan of EDH gameplay and you like whether it be 1v1 or multiplayer and you want to be part of the ever-growing Commander Challenge family, just make sure you smash the subscribe button and notification bell down below. We do weekly videos. Don't forget as well to like, comment, share our videos, but most importantly, enjoy them. On behalf of all of our members here, I'm your host, BT. Feel free to check out all of the videos in the channel, join our game, it's now your turn. Cheers!